well. So if you want to get yourself confident laying down, so see how you're feeling. If you want to have your feet on the floor with your knees bent, feels quite nice if you're a bit tight on the backs of your legs, or if you're a bit tight in your lower back, or having legs flat out on the floor. See how you feel. Just finding yourself a comfy position. And when you've got yourself comfy, then just starting to close your eyes. And let's just take a few deep breaths and just try to clear out any stresses or worries that we might have. And just do a quick check-in and see how you're feeling physically. So noticing any areas in your body that might be feeling a little bit stiff or a bit tight. Just try and let those areas relax as much as you can. We'll just turn our attention then onto our breathing. So breathing in and out through the nose if you can. If you're with this cold at the minute, then just breathe in whichever way works best for you. And we'll start off with our deep abdominal breathing. So hands on your belly if it helps. And as you breathe in through your nose, your belly rises up. So breathe out through your nose, your belly falls back down. Breathe in, your belly rises. So breathe out, your belly falls back down. Breathing in, filling your belly up. So breathe out, your belly falls back down again. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just try some deep breaths like that, feeling your belly fill up as you breathe in, and then noticing your belly fall back down as you breathe out. And then we'll move on to our full yogic breath. So again, if it helps you focus, keeping one hand on your belly and the other hand goes up onto your chest. And as you breathe in, your belly, chest and collarbone filling up. Exhale, collarbone, chest and belly fall back down. Breathing in, your belly, chest and collarbone filling up. So we exhale, collarbone, chest and belly fall back down. Breathing in and all the way up to the top. Breathe out all the way back down again. So breathing in. Breathing out. So we'll try and stay on top of our breathing for the rest of the class. So keep your eye on it, trying to keep the breath the main focus if you can. And if we start to lose that breath, then just easing off the stretch a little bit. So I want to try and find that balance between having a decent stretch and being able to take a deep breath at the same time. So finding that kind of sweet spot in the middle somewhere. And as always then, if you need to stop, if you want to stop for a drink or a little bit of a rest, then doing that. And if you need to take a different option, easier option, or leave something out completely, then doing that as well. So just doing what feels best for you. We'll start to warm up then. So with our next inhale, let's reach our arms overhead, full body stretch. As we exhale, let's draw your right leg in, so grab around your knee leadership. Drawing your knee towards your chest, just point your toes to the ceiling, down towards the mat, moving your ankle up and down.
Start to draw a circle with your toes, just going round in one direction. Go back in the opposite direction as well. Great. So with an inhale, then let's extend that right leg to the ceiling. Now you can keep your left leg bent or bend your left knee. It's up to you, wherever you can. Grab around the back of this right leg, then we'll do the same thing. So toes point to the ceiling, down towards your body. Moving your ankle up and down. Start to draw a circle with your toes. Just moving your ankle around. And then we'll go back in the other direction as well. Great. So with an exhale, then let's straighten your legs back out along the mat. Inhale, full body stretch again. As we exhale, let's bring your left leg in this time. So left knee hooks in. And we'll do the same thing then. So toes go up to the ceiling, down towards the mat. Moving your ankle up and down. Starting to draw a circle with your toes, just going round in one direction. And then we'll go back in the opposite direction as well. Brilliant. Let's take your leg up to the ceiling then. So right leg can stay straight, or if it feels like too much of a stretch, bend that right knee, right foot on the floor, grabbing around the back of the left leg, and we'll point your left toes to the ceiling, draw them back down again, just moving your ankle up and down. Start to draw a circle around with your toes, just going around in one direction. And take them back round in the opposite direction as well. Great. So with an exhale, then we'll straighten your legs back out along the mat. Inhale, full body stretch again. As we exhale, let's bring both knees into your chest this time. So bring both knees in. If it feels all right for your back, let's start to move around on your spine gently. When you're ready, just rolling yourself over onto your right hand side, and we'll just take a couple of deep breaths there. Just bringing yourself up to seated then. We'll start to warm up the top half. So legs wherever they feel comfiest. If you prefer to have your legs straight out, then doing that. And we'll just move our neck and shoulders then to start with. So chin down towards your chest and just starting to give your shoulders a roll up towards your ears, down your back. Just moving them round. Give them a good roll round. And then going back in the opposite direction as well. Great, so shoulders nice and relaxed. And let's bring your shoulders down away from your ears. We'll keep your chin down towards your chest. And with an inhale, just gently rolling your neck towards the right side, just as far as you can. With an exhale, then chin back towards your chest. Inhaling, then neck rolls over to the left. Exhale, chin back towards your chest. And same again, then inhale, neck rolls over to the right. As we exhale back to center. Inhaling over to the left. As we exhale back down again. Great, shoulders nice and relaxed. And as we inhale, let's look to the ceiling just as far as you can. And then exhale, chin comes back to your chest. Breathing in there. We're looking up towards the ceiling. So breathe out, chin comes back down again. Last one, then inhaling. We're looking all the way up to the ceiling. As you breathe out, we'll bring your chin all the way back down. Great. So with an inhale, then just bringing your neck back up into its normal position again. With an inhale, then let's take a big stretch out and up. Bringing your arms overhead, make a prayer. And as we exhale, then drawing your hands in a prayer back down towards your chest. Same again, a big stretch out and up to the ceiling. As we exhale, let's draw your hands back to center. Last one, then inhale, big stretch all the way up to the ceiling. As we exhale, let's bring your hands back to center. Great, so inhale, then big stretch all the way back up. And as we exhale, let's take a twist. So right hand on your left leg, left hand out behind you. So head reaches to the ceiling as you breathe in. As you breathe out, let's twist your chest open to the left. Neck comes round wherever feels confident. So looking to the side or maybe looking past that left shoulder. Noticing your breath. One more breath in. Breathe out and let's come back to center. And we'll do the same on the other side. So big stretch up to the ceiling as we inhale. And with an exhale then, left hand on your right leg, right hand out behind you this time. Head lifted up as we breathe in. Twisting round as you breathe out. And again, looking past that back shoulder if it feels all right. One more breath in. Good, as you breathe out, then let's come all the way back round to centre. We'll do cat-cow, sat down in here, so you can do it with your legs out straight as well if that feels better. With your inhale, then let's draw your elbows back, roll your belly forward, lift your chest, we're looking up. And with an exhale, then arms roll forward, chin to chest, spine and belly rolling back. Inhaling, elbows draw back, chest presses forward, we're looking up. As we exhale, then arms forward, spine and belly back, chin to chest. Great, moving with your breath and inhaling, lifting the chest, looking up. As we exhale, rolling all the way backwards. One more of each then, so inhaling, lifting your chest, looking up. As we exhale, let's roll all the way back. Good, so with an inhale then just bringing yourself back up into your normal spine position and then we'll make our way onto hands and knees. So just checking in, then knees are underneath your hips. Wrists, elbows, shoulders stack as well. Let's do a Superman stretch. So with an inhale, right toes on the floor, right heel in line with your bum. We're pressing that heel back as if your foot's on the wall. Hands down and shoulders lift. Let's reach your left arm forward if you want to. So left fingertips reach forward, right heel presses back, but left hand stays down if you feel a bit more steady that way. And really reaching out there, nice and long through the back of your body. Great, a couple more deep breaths. But with an exhale then, hand and knee come back down. Same on the other side. So with an inhale, left toes on the floor or left heel lifts, heel in line with your bum. Really pressing your hands to the floor, lifting your shoulders to the ceiling, and then right arm could reach forward this time if you want to. Last breath in. Good, as you breathe out then, hand and knee come back down onto the floor. We'll come and do thread the needle. So right arm stays where it is. Left hand can tuck into your lower back or up to the ceiling. It's up to you. And as we inhale, let's twist your chest open to the left. And then exhale, thread the needle. Left arm under the right. Hover above the mat. Inhale, press yourself back up. Twist open to the left. As we exhale, left arm threads under the right. Hover above the mat again. One more. Then inhale, open the chest to the left. As we exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left arm and your left ear down onto the floor then this time. We're twisting your chest open to the right. And see how we feel. We can stay in that position. Maybe popping right hand into your lower back or right arm extends up to the ceiling. And step right foot out to the side if you want to work that hip. It's up to you, wherever you can. Always bring an arm and a leg back in if you need to. Great. I'll just try and take some deep breaths. Last breath in. Right, as you breathe out then, bring your hand and your knee back in if you took them out. And with an inhale, press through your right side. Bring yourself all the way back onto your hands and knees again. Just check and reset if you need to. So if your knees have come out a little bit, just so you're back in that nice alignment again. We'll do the same on this side then. So left hand down, right hand lower back up to the ceiling. It's up to you. With an inhale then, twist your chest to the right. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under the left, hover above the mat. Inhale, then all the way back up, open up to the right. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm under the left and hover. One more, then inhale, open it up to the right. Yeah, as we exhale, then thread the needle, right arm and ear down onto the floor then this time. And see how you feel. Stay in there. Left hand lower back or left arm up to the ceiling. Left foot can go wide as well if you want to. Twisting your chest to the left. Last breath in. Good, as you breathe out then, hand and knee back in again. With you inhale, press through this left side. Bring yourself all the way back up onto your hands and knees. Great, let's spread your fingers nice and wide then. Tuck your toes in, then moving into downward dog. So feet are hip width, stretching out those legs, maybe starting to pedal your feet, heels working down towards the floor. Really just moving your body around then, so just noticing any areas that are feeling a bit stiff or a bit tight. Just try and move your body around as much as you can. Try and focus on our breathing as well. Good. Great. So with an inhale, then look forward and start to bring your feet up towards the top of your mat. So you exhale, let's fold over your legs. Bend your knees if you need to. And press through your feet with an inhale, big stretch to the ceiling. And then exhale, let's bring your hands to center. Great. Same again. Then inhale, big stretch up to the ceiling. Exhale, let's fold forward with a flat back. Inhale, half rise, nice and long through your spine, soften your knees. And as we exhale, then let's refold over your legs. Press into your feet, then with an inhale, big stretch back to the ceiling again. And then exhale, bring your hands to center. Great, same again, up to the ceiling as we inhale. Exhale, fold forward with a flat back. Inhale, half rise. As we exhale, let's refold. And press into your feet then with an inhale, big stretch all the way back to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands to center. Last round, then big stretch to the ceiling. Exhale, let's fold forward, flat back. Inhale, half rise. As we exhale, refold. This time then with an inhale, you're going to step our feet to the back of the mat and come back into your downward dog. So softening those knees, and reaching the crown of the head down towards the mat. Then just moving around if you need to. Noticing any areas of tension that we're still holding on to. Great. So with an inhale then, let's roll the weight forward into a plank or knees down for a half plank. It's up to you. So I'll take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, then let's lower your knees, lower your chin and your chest, hips stay nice and high. Inhale, slide forward, we're into a cobra. So elbows hugging the ribs, back of your neck's long. Reaching your head away from your toes, maybe engaging those kneecaps and kneecaps start to lift off the floor. Breathing into your belly. Great, so with an inhale then push yourself up, hands and knees. Fingers spread wide, then toes tuck under. Can you push your bum back to your heels? And then nice strong legs. Lift your hips back up, downward facing dog. And we'll do the same thing again then. So with an inhale, weight rolls forward for a plank or a half plank. As we exhale then, knees, chest, chin or chaturanga. Inhale, take a cobra, or if you're feeling warm enough, rolling up, taking an up dog. Great, as we exhale then, hips lifting back up, downward facing dog. Really good. We'll try deep breaths again. But with this inhale then, let's look forward and bring your feet up towards the top of your mat. Exhale, we'll fold over your legs. Press through your feet with an inhale, big stretch all the way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands come back to center. Moving into a lunge then, so reaching up with an inhale. Exhale, let's fold forward, flat back. Inhale, big step back with your left foot, left knee down onto the floor. Right knee on top of your ankle then as we inhale, arms to the ceiling or hands on your hips. See how your shoulders feel, see how your lower back feels as well. So it's putting in your lower back, see how it feels with them with hands on hips instead. Great. Nice deep breaths there. Last breath in. As you breathe out then, moving into a twist. So left hand on your right leg, right hand lower back. Head lifts up to the ceiling as you breathe in. And then twisting your chest open. So wide open through your chest as you breathe out. Stay in there, or left arm reaches forward, right arm stretches back wherever you can. But again, notice what happens with the breathing. So moving your hands back down if that feels better. Perfect. As we exhale then, let's come back round to centre. Interlacing those hands behind your back then this time. So palms pressed together if we can. We'll draw your hands down, elbows and shoulders together. Maybe lifting your chest, taking a bit of a back bend. And then as we exhale, let's fold forward. So humble warrior with this left knee down, relaxing your body towards the inside of this right leg. And you've got your options staying there or lifting your hands off your lower back. It's up to you. Just checking in, we're not crunching around the neck, so sides of your neck are nice and long. Great. You can always bring your hands onto your lower back if it's feeling too much of a stretch on your shoulders and your chest. Last breath in. Yeah, brilliant. As you breathe out then, bring your hands down either side of your right foot. Left toe stuck under then, lifting that left knee off the floor. Ready for a warrior one. So right knee on top of your ankle, strong legs, press through the floor as we inhale, arms to the ceiling or hands onto your hips again, wherever you can. Great, so right knee forward, back of that left leg presses back. Taking some deep breaths. Last breath in. Yeah, brilliant. As you breathe out, then left heel steps down. Let's open up to the long edge of your mat, warrior two. So just checking in with those feet, then nice straight line from that right heel into the arch of your left foot. Sinking into the heel, into the hips even, for a bit more stretch as well if you want to. More deep breaths. Yeah, well done. So with an inhale, let's straighten up through your legs. Exhale, then we're moving into reverse warrior. So left hand gently on your left thigh, right palm faces the ceiling. And with an inhale, big stretch, really reaching through those right fingertips, nice and long through the right side of your body. And staying there as we exhale, maybe taking a bit more of a back bend. Look into that right hand or down to the left foot wherever you can. Again, just checking in with your lower back. So really lifting the chest up. So we're not crunching in the lower back. Yeah, brilliant. With this inhale, then bring yourself all the way back to center. And then we'll pop hands on your hips. Let's turn to the long edge of your mat. Then toes out, heels in. Coming into a wide leg forward fold. So four corners of both feet on the floor. Knees are soft again, so not overstretching your knees. Head lifting up then as you breathe in. Then as you breathe out, let's fold forward. Nice flat back. So hips out behind us, head and chest stretching forward, back of the neck's nice and long. Hands stay there, or coming down onto your blocks or onto the floor, work wherever you can. You've got your option to take your arms a bit further forward, keep your hips pulling back. Come down onto your blocks or onto your forearms, crown of the head towards the floor, or hands out behind you, elbows start to bend as again we work crown of the head down. So wherever you can, we're just checking over stretching those knees. Great. Really still taking that deep breath. So belly, chest and collarbone are filling up. And then collarbone, chest and belly are falling back down again. Really good. So if you've taken your hands forwards or backwards in, we'll just start to walk our hands so they're back underneath your shoulders again, so into that starting position. Left toes turn back in, so left foot's back to that 45-degree angle. We'll walk your hands over to your right foot, right toes turn around to the front of your mat. So you've got four corners of both feet down and hips pull back, and we're moving into triangle. So right hand to the inside of this right leg wherever you can. With an inhale, then draw that left shoulder back, left arm up to the ceiling, or left hand lower back wherever you can. You can always draw right arm further up. Always put left hand lower back as well. Soften that right knee if you feel like we're overstretching it. Last breath in. Brilliant. As you breathe out then, let's turn our gaze down to our right foot. Swap your hands over then, so left hand on your right leg, onto a block or onto the floor. We're moving into a revolved triangle. And again, soften that right knee as much as you need to. Four corners of the left foot pressed down. Let's pull your hips back then, stretch your head and chest forward. As you exhale, twist your chest open to the right. See how you feel. Right hand can stay into your lower back, or right arm extends up to the ceiling. Option to bring this right, this left arm, up your right leg as well, if that feels better. So less of an intense stretch on that right leg. Last breath in. Brilliant. As you breathe out then, let's come back around to centre. So you can soften this right knee and bring your hands down either side of your right foot. So let's hop your right foot about a third of the way in then. Ready for pyramid. Left foot wider as well. So I was thinking I said to hop your right foot in, I meant your left one, sorry. Left foot wider as well if you need to. So see how your hips feel. We'll bring hips and shoulders round to the front again. Hands on your hips again, then onto blocks or on the floor. It's up to you. Right knee can soften as well if it helps. Hips draw back then, chest stretching forward, and see how that feels. Looking to lengthen up that right leg. And maybe as we exhale, relaxing your body down. Just moving with your breath, lengthening crown of your head towards the top of that foot and relaxing forehead towards your shin. Just moving with your breath and trying to keep the four corners of that left foot pressing down into the floor. Great. Brilliant. So if you've dipped lower than your hips, just bring yourself back up to about hip height. As we inhale then, big step. Left foot comes up to meet your right one. Exhale, fold over your legs. And with an inhale then, press into your feet. Big stretch all the way back to the ceiling. And then exhale, hands come back to centre. Great. Let's do the same on the other side then. Reaching up as we inhale. Exhale, let's fold forward, flat back. Inhale, big step back, right toes back this time, right knee down. So into the low lunge on the left side. And as we inhale, then arms up or hands on your hips. It's up to you, wherever you can. Just find that deep breath. But with an exhale then, let's twist to the left. So right hand on your left knee, left hand on your hip or your lower back. Head lifts to the ceiling, we're breathing in. And then twisting open to the left side as we breathe out. So trying to get wide through your chest. Option again, then right arm forward, left arm back if you want to. It's completely up to you. But again, noticing how it feels and if your breath changes. Brilliant. With this exhale, then let's come all the way back round to centre, interlacing those hands behind your back. So come into humble warrior. So palms together if you can. We'll draw your elbows and shoulders in towards each other. You'll be lifting your chest and looking up. So taking a bit of a back bend. And with an exhale, then let's fold forward. So head and chest reaching forward, stretching out through your back, and then we'll start relaxing down towards the inside of this left leg. Option here then to lift your hands away from your lower back for a bit more stretch on your chest, but it's up to you. See how you feel. Still able to take that 3-part breath. Yeah, really good. And with this exhale then, let's bring your hands back down either side of your left foot. Right toes tuck under then, right knee lifts. Hips and shoulders are forward. And with an inhale, we press through the floor. Nice strong legs as you rise up. Warrior one. So arms to the ceiling or hands on your hips wherever you can. And we'll think about left leg going forward then. And back of the right leg goes back. Really strong for your legs. Brilliant. Last breath in. As you breathe out, then right heel comes down, opening up for your warrior two. So nice and wide through the front of your body. Left heel lines up then with the arch of the right foot this time. Maybe sinking through those hips for more stretch if you want to. Yeah, great. Brilliant. So with an inhale then, let's straighten up through your legs, moving into reverse warrior. Right hand really gently rests on that right thigh, left palm faces to the ceiling. And as we inhale then, real big stretch, reaching up through those left fingertips. So along through that left side, maybe reaching your arm overhead. You can look to that left hand or down to your right foot, depending on how your neck feels. Again, checking in with your lower back. Yeah, brilliant. So with an inhale then, let's bring yourself all the way back to centre. Hands on your hips. Toes turning out, then heels in. We're coming back into that wide leg forward fold again. So 4 corners of your feet pressing down, knees are soft. Head lifting up as we breathe in. And then we're folding forward, flat back as we breathe out. So hips going back, chest stretching forward, back of your neck's nice and long. And again, see how you feel. So bend into those knees as much as you need to. Hands on your hips, onto blocks or on the floor. And again, hands maybe coming out a little bit further forward. Pressing your bum back. And you're coming down onto your forearms, chin towards your chest, or hands reaching out behind you. Elbows start to bend as you work your crown of your head down to the floor, wherever you can. Right. Just notice how your knees are feeling. So really can bend your knees as much as you need to, and still be stretching legs. Brilliant. So if you've walked your hands forwards or backwards then, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders again. Right toes turning in. We'll start to move your hands over to your left foot. Left toes back round to the front of your mat. And then we're coming into triangle. So 4 corners of the feet pressing down, hips drawing back. And then left hand to the inside of this left leg. Take it further up if you need to. Pull that right shoulder back then as we extend right arm up, or right hand resting in your lower back, wherever we can. Think about hips back then, stretching through this side of the body. Last breath in. Yeah, brilliant. As you breathe out then, let's turn our gaze down to our left foot. We'll swap your hands over. So right hand on your left leg. You can use your block or hand onto the floor. Take this hand up as high as you need to. Left hand lower back. Hips back then, chest stretches forward. Let's take a breath in. 4 corners of both feet on the floor. Then as we exhale, let's twist open to the right. Extend left arm to the ceiling then if you want to. Using that exhale to twist open. Well, with this exhale then, let's come back round to centre. So we can start to bend that left knee to bring your hands down either side of your left foot, and then we'll hop your right foot in and about 1/3 of the way. And again, right foot could go out wider if that feels comfy for your hips. Moving into pyramid then, so hands on hips, on blocks or on the floor. Draw your hips back, reach your chest forward. As we exhale, relaxing your body down. Just moving with your breath, nice and long with an inhale. Just relaxing your body down as we exhale. Try and keep 4 corners of both feet then grounding down onto the mat. So if you've gone lower than your hips, just bringing your chest back up hip height. With an inhale then, big step, right foot to meet your left one. Exhale, fold over your legs. Pressing into your feet then with an inhale all the way back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands back to centre. Yeah, brilliant, well done. So we'll come and do a balance then. We'll come and do the tree. So if you need to come off your mat and hold on to something, then doing that, we'll have our right foot down in 4 corners of your right foot down. Right knee soft a bit if you need to. Left toes on the floor then. Left toes on top of your right toes. Foot onto your calf or up onto your thigh. So any option that works best for you. Pressing through the 4 corners of that standing leg. Hands in a prayer at the centre then if you've got your balance. Try and stay nice and relaxed in your upper body. Let's think about this hip then opening up like a gate. So nice and wide through the hip. Either stay in there or with an inhale. Let's press your palms together, reaching up nice and long through the sides of your body. So if you can find a spot to focus on. Grounding through the 4 corners of that standing leg. Great. Last breath in. Brilliant. As you breathe out then, big circle. Let's bring your arms all the way back down. And then we'll step your leg back down onto the floor as well. Good. So we'll shift the weight over into the other side then. So again, 4 corners of your foot pressing down. Holding on again if you need to. And then find whichever option works for you. So toes down, toes on top of toes. Foot onto your calf or up onto your thigh. And think about leg and foot pushing against each other as we open up this hip. And if we're not holding on, maybe bring your hands into the centre.
See if you can find a spot to focus on again then. As we inhale, we're pressing through that standing leg, reaching up through the sides of your body. Let it stretch into the ceiling. Yeah, really good. We'll take one more breath in. As you breathe out, then big circle, bringing your arms all the way back down, and we'll step this foot back down as well. Great. So we'll come back to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Pressing through your feet, then with an inhale, big stretch all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, let's fold forward, flat back. Inhaling, then let's step your feet towards the back of the mat, and we're taking a downward dog again. And nice and long through the backs of your legs, pressing your chest back towards your thighs. A couple of deep breaths. But with this exhale, then let's lower our knees down onto the floor, and then we'll make our way to laying face down on your mat. And we'll come into a back bend. So laying face down. Reaching your arms forward then, so arms either side of your ears. And we'll lift an arm and a leg at the same time, so a bit like a Superman stretch, but laying down. So forehead down, and with an inhale, can we point and stretch your right leg out behind you? So lifting and lengthening it in as long as you can. Pulling your toes away from the top of your head. And with this inhale then, left arm reaches forward, so right toes go back. Left arm reaches forward, fingers and toes reaching in opposite directions. Breathing through your belly again. Last breath in. Good, as you breathe out then, lower your arm and your leg back down. Same on the other side then, so with an inhale, left leg goes back this time. And as we inhale then, right arm reaches forward. The fingers and toes reaching away from each other. As we exhale then, let's lower your arm and your leg all the way back down. Moving into crocodile then, so arms parallel to the top of your mat. And you can rest your forehead there or rest an ear down, whichever feels comfy for you. And you just try and let your body relax as much as you can. Try and focus on your breathing. Just let go of any little bits of tension that we're holding on to. So hands underneath your shoulders and just push yourself back up onto your hands and knees. And then we'll come to seated, legs out in front. And we'll do a nice easy twist. So legs are straight out in front. It's up to you then. You can bend your right knee if it helps. See how it feels. Doesn't affect the stretch in any way. So right knee bent or straight, and then we'll slide your left hand underneath your right leg wherever you can. Left hand on the mat behind us then. So bum down, head lifts, we're breathing in. And then twisting open to the right as you breathe out. So wide open through your chest. Then you're starting to look past that right shoulder, but it's wherever your neck feels comfy. Some deep breaths there. One more breath in. As you breathe out, let's come back round to center. We'll try it on the other side. So again, left leg can stay straight or bend your knee, and then we'll slide our right arm underneath your left leg. Left hand out behind us this time. So head lifting up as you breathe in. Twisting your chest open as you breathe out.
Again, looking past that left shoulder this time, if it feels comfy. Last breath in. So breathe out, then let's come all the way back round to center. Great. So we'll take our right leg out wide. So have it out as wide as feels comfy, bending the knee a bit and using your cushion or a blanket underneath it if you need to. So left leg can stay straight. You can start to bend your left foot in or tuck it in towards the inside of your right leg, wherever you can. So see how your hips feel. Right hand on your right leg, then we'll do a side stretch. With an inhale, big stretch, left arm to the ceiling. And then as we exhale, let's reach over the top. So imagine we're reaching over that big beach ball towards those right toes. Option then to pop your hands into your lower back if it feels better for that top shoulder. So see how that feels. And try some deep breaths, getting nice and long then from that left armpit down to the left hip. Great. With an inhale, then left arm comes back up to the ceiling. Then as we exhale, let's bring your left hand down. If you touch your left leg under, then let's straighten that one out first, and then bring your right leg back in to meet it. Same on the other side then. So left leg out wherever you can. Right leg can stay straight, so half a bend, or we'll work that foot towards the inside of your left thigh. Left hand on your leg then this time, and as we inhale, big stretch, right arm up. As we exhale over the top. So again, imagine we're reaching over that beach ball. Maybe tucking right hand into your lower back this time if it feels better. Noticing your breath. We can always come back up that left leg a bit if you need to. With an inhale in, right arm reaches all the way back to the ceiling. And then as we exhale, bring your right hand back down. If you touch your right leg under then, let's straighten that one out first, and then bringing your left leg in to meet it. Great. Let's come to lay on our backs. So we'll bring your knees in towards your chest and give them a squeeze in. And lower back on the floor. And if it feels all right, then just moving around gently on your spine. Rolling on any bits of tension there. So we'll finish with a twist. So if we straighten out our right leg along the mat, keep your left one hooked in and grab your knee with your right hand. Let's take a deep breath. Let's breathe out. Let's roll your knee to the right, keeping your left shoulder blade on the floor. If you've got the room, maybe taking left arm out wide or bend at the elbow. Maybe looking over to that left side. And you can always bring that left knee to the ceiling then if it feels like too much of a stretch anywhere. Or use your exhale then to draw that left knee further down. With this inhale then, let's bring your neck up to centre first, and then we'll just roll your left knee back over to the left side. When it gets there, then bring your right knee in to meet it. Both knees drawing into your chest, lower back presses down, and just moving around on your spine a little bit, so just rolling from side to side. Same on the other side then, so let's lengthen the left leg out, keep your right one hooked in, and then we'll grab your knee with your left hand, taking a deep breath in. Breathe out, and let's roll your knee to the left this time, right shoulder blade on the floor. So if it's lifted, take that knee back to the ceiling.
Okay, taking right arm wide, over to that right side if it feels all right. Try some deep breaths. With an inhale then, let's bring your neck back to centre first. Right knee rolls back over to the right side. And we'll draw this left knee in to meet it, so both knees into your chest. And let's start moving around on your back. So just rolling from side to side. Moving on any bits of tension that we're holding on to. And we can pop your hands on your knees and just start to move the weight round in on the lowest part of your back. So just rolling a circle round, so moving it round in one direction. And then we'll go back in the opposite direction as well. Take your knees wide, bring them back in, and just doing some circles with your knees, just rolling them round in one direction. And go back in the opposite direction as well. Right, so we'll give your knees a squeeze in then one last time. You can move around on your spine, maybe rolling your nose and your knees in towards each other and just moving on that middle part of your back if it feels all right. And then when you're feeling ready, we'll make our way into Shavasana. So if you want to pop anything warm and comfy on, and then just come in to lay down again when you're ready. So if you want to have a blanket on, if you want to put your socks back on, anything like that, just to get yourself warm for a few minutes. And see how you're feeling, so you can keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor, or having your legs out straight. It's wherever is feeling comfy for you. And when you got yourself comfy, just closing your eyes. Just let your breath go back to normal again. So no longer controlling your breathing. Just try and clear out any stresses or worries that we might have. Just starting to bring your attention then onto your feet. Just noticing any sensation in the feet. Noticing the pressure from where your feet are resting on the floor. Just try and let your feet relax as much as you can. And just turning your attention onto your legs. And just noticing all the places on the back of your legs that are pressing into the mat. Just try and let any areas of tension in your legs relax. And just noticing if you're holding any tension through your chest and your belly. And see if you can let your chest and your belly soften. And as the front of your body relaxes, your spine can relax down into the mat. And bringing your attention on your neck and your shoulders. Becoming aware of your arms all the way down to your fingertips. hips. And just noticing if you're holding any tension through your hands. So if you're kind of making a fist, see if you can just let your hands relax. Let your arms relax into the floor. Neck and shoulders are starting to soften as well. And just relaxing your face and all the muscles in your face and your head. And just try and let your whole body completely relax. And just absorb all the benefits from the practice we've just done. We'll start to take a deeper breath again. Just bringing a bit of movement back into your fingers, and into your toes. Just moving your wrists and your ankles round. Reaching your arms overhead, and we'll take a full body stretch again. And bring your knees gently back into your chest. And if it feels okay for your back still, just starting to move around. Just rolling onto your right side when you're feeling ready. So have a couple more deep breaths there. And then you can bring yourself back up to seated again, but there's no rush. Yeah, brilliant. Well done, everyone.